guys, Laurel here, or Relly as most of my friends call me. If you don't recognize me, I'm not at all surprised because I think it's been 2 years since I put a video up on this channel. This channel was my very first YouTube channel. I started as a booktuber and I started sort of with a different type of niche than most of the other booktubers at the time back in 2015. I was wanting to talk about what I was reading, but also about children's books and what I was reading with my kids, because at that time I had just had my second son and now I actually have 3 little boys. So there are a ton of children's books in our house, and now early readers and chapter books, getting into middle grade almost. My eldest just turned 7 and his reading is actually quite advanced for his age. So he's reading things like Harry Potter and stuff like that on his own. He goes to French immersion school, so he hasn't been tested for his reading abilities or anything like that because they do absolutely nothing in English. So we have a ton of kids books and now getting into middle grade type books. So that was really where I started this channel, with the mindset of where it was going to go. And then after about a year, I actually started a vlogging channel, The North Life, which I will link up above for you guys. I'm not currently posting on that channel, but there's some really awesome videos, lots to do with my last pregnancy and like the name reveal and the birth vlog, and all of that stuff is up over there. And then I also have my personal like mommy lifestyle channel, which is just under my name, Laurel Mooring. I will link that up above for you guys. And I am regularly posting there. That is really where I'm hanging out on YouTube these days. But I have been inspired to reinvigorate this channel because of one of my favorite YouTubers who I have been watching for years, since before I started a booktube channel, and that is Kayla, or Lala, originally from Obs and Lala. I found her while I was looking for cloth diaper videos, and then she's moved into Books and Lala, and she now has a booktube channel, and she was the inspiration for me starting my own booktube channel. So she kind of gave me my start on YouTube as well, which is kind of cool. She has no idea who I am, but that's okay. So she actually re-inspired me to put up a video on this channel because she and 3 or 4 other Canadian booktubers are hosting the Read-EH-Thon with an EH. So it's a Canadian read-a-thon that's taking place from July 1st to July 8th. And the challenges are all about Canadian books and authors and whatnot. So I'm actually here, as you probably saw by the title, after that long-winded intro, to do my TBR for the Read-A-Thon. And I don't know if I've ever actually done a TBR. I've only done, I want to say maybe 2 read-a-thons in the past, and it was way back in the early days, maybe even before I started my booktube channel. So I don't know if I've done a read-a-thon like TBR video. So I'm here and I'm doing something new. So the 5 challenges for the Read-A-Thon are: read a book with red on the cover, read a book written by a female Canadian author, read a book with E and H in the title, A, read a book by an Indigenous author, and read a book set in a province you've never visited. So here is my TBR and how I'm going to accomplish those. So if you do know me from my previous videos on this channel, you'll know that I am not a physical book kind of girl. It's gotten to be this way the more children I've had and the older I've gotten. Life is just so busy and space is so limited that physical books just don't generally work for me. I much prefer ebooks because they're in my pocket at all times, and when I have 10 minutes to sit down and read, I have my book on my phone in my pocket on me. And recently, the past, I'd say probably 6 months or so, I've really gotten into audiobooks on Audible as well. So I'm very much a digital reader. I am not a physical book kind of girl. However, I figured that putting up a TBR video with just like showing a picture or just like holding my phone up wasn't going to be super exciting. So I do have some physical books to show you guys. So this is my TBR. Yes, I am holding my phone. This is my TBR. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it, and hopefully this will give you some ideas if you're still struggling with books for the Read-EH-Thon. So first book that I am so excited about, and I actually purchased this because I could not find it at my library. I couldn't find an ebook version. So this I actually purchased from Amazon, and I bought it because Kayla actually put it in her TBR and recommended it. And I am just in love with not only the idea of this, but the cover art. How beautiful is this book? It's called Love Beyond Body, Space, and Time, and it's an Indigenous LGBT sci-fi anthology. How cool. I'm so excited to read this. It's really important to me to read LGBT books, especially by Canadian authors. I think that is one subset of the book industry that is not widely read and definitely deserves to be. So this I am very excited to read. This is going to mark off the Read a Book by an Indigenous Author challenge. And this is actually, because it's an anthology, there are a whole bunch of Indigenous authors in here, so that's pretty exciting. I may find some new authors that I really love. Number 2, I picked up from the library, and it was actually recommended in the comment section of Kayla's TBR by someone there, so thank you. I didn't write down what your name was, but I probably should have. This is Shooter by Caroline Pignat. And this is right up my alley. I don't know a ton about it. Basically, I just know that it's about a school shooting, and those kind of YA drama suspense kind of books are right up my alley, so I'm really excited to read this one. I picked this one up from the library, and this is going to fulfill the Read a Book by a Canadian female author, as well as having E and H in the title. Unfortunately, they are not together, nor are they in the right order, but they're there. The third book I want to show you, I'm really, really excited to read. This was actually written by an amazing author that I know from when I used to attend a local writers group, and I don't know why I haven't read it yet. She released it a little while ago. It has won multiple awards. I'm really excited to finally be getting around to this. So this also is an LGBT theme and written by a Canadian female author, and it also is going to complete the red on the cover challenge. So this is Girl Man's Up by M.E. Gerard, and I am really excited to read this book. And I was lucky enough to find it at my local bookstore here, which was awesome because I love to shop local when it's possible. And then the final book I want to show you guys is actually I downloaded from Audible, so I'm going to listen to it in the car and on my headphones when I have a chance. And it is When Everything Feels Like the Movies, and I'm probably going to mispronounce this name. The surname is Reed, and I believe the first name is Raziel. I'm really sorry if that's wrong. This is actually an older book. It has also won a ton of awards, and if I'm not mistaken, this also has an LGBT theme, and I totally did not intend for these, for 3 of the 4 books to have LGBT themes. But this book is completing the challenge of reading a book that takes place in a province you've never visited. As far as I saw when I was doing my research, this book takes place in British Columbia. I'm from Ontario, and I have traveled to the East Coast, but I have never been to the West Coast, so that is the last challenge that I had to check off. So I'm gonna listen to that on Audible. Those are my 4 books that are going to complete the 5 challenges for the Read-EH-Thon, and I'm really excited. The kids are out of school, and I'm just gonna sit around on the deck and read and watch them play in the backyard all next week. So I really hope that if you are Canadian, you are participating in this Read-A-Thon, and even if you're not Canadian and you're just making a conscious effort to read more books from outside of your country, the US, the UK, etc. I hope you're participating. Comment down below and let me know what's on your TBR, and if you've read any of the books that I am about to read, let me know what you thought of them. I think I'm gonna do a vlog style video for the entire week, including a wrap up at the end, just talking about how my reading is going and that sort of thing. This is a really, really ambitious TBR for me. I didn't realize that Shooter and Girl Man's Up were both over 300 pages, and that's hefty for me to try and get through all 4 of these books with 3 little boys underfoot. To be honest, I could actually knock off all 5 of my challenges in only 3 books, but I really don't want to do that. So fingers crossed, I can mark them all off. We'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for watching. I'm not sure how active this channel is going to be. I guess we'll see if I kind of get back into the swing of things. But if you want to see more videos from me, you can definitely click one of the links up in the iCard to my vlog channel or my mommy lifestyle channel and find me over there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys will participate in the Read-A-Thon, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.